Happy motherfucking Thursday, y'all. Welcome back to the Ami Bro podcast. I am Eric, the Asian cowboy.
And I'm John Papi.
It's very late for us. It's like 7 o'clock for me, and that's 10 o'clock for John. So we're like struggling.
I'm
But to help me
struggling.
stay awake right now, I'm actually
Candle.
sipping on a blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Blackberry. And
Blackberry.
I'm sipping. I know you can't see what's in here, but what's in here is just plain old water with an electrolyte packet, which is a raspberry, or no, watermelon.
Take a sip and let me know.
Watermelon.
Take a sip and let me know.
Watermelon. Watermelon flavor. It is
Do you
by
like
LMNT. It's a really good electrolyte company.
do
They
you like liquid
been around
IV?
for a little bit. No, because it has sugar, and apparently the experts, the scientists, there's studies shown that whenever you're trying to electrolyte your body, you don't want sugar in your body. And apparently liquid IV has sugar in it. So whenever you're trying to rehydrate, it's usually magnesium, potassium, salt, and that's it. Yeah.
Remember that time we were putting on an actual IV?
Oh my God.
All right, can I talk about this real quick before we get started?
You brought it up, so whatever, I guess.
So me and my boy John here, we decided
Keep
to
it
go
short.
see Luke Bryan, and friends of ours were there, so we all fucking tailgated, drinking, and John's telling me, "Hey, pace yourself. We got all day," and I'm like, "Bro, don't worry about me. I got this." And keep in mind, we got there like 4 hours early, so we're fucking drinking. We get to the gate, give them the tickets, we get in, and I'm walking with me, some friends, and John, and look over, and John's gone. I'm like, where the fuck is he? I turn around, and this fool's over a fucking garbage can.
Yakking.
He's fucking going. I'm like, oh my god. So anyway, he didn't make it to the concert, and he got put on a IV with the medical staff below the stadium. And yeah, that was our first concert together.
That was
Was
our
it our
first
actual?
concert together?
I think so. Well, does Beach Glow count when we went to that rave?
I don't even know.
Dude, that shit was a shit show. I mean, we're getting off track. We're
Anyways,
getting off topic. But anyway, guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate the support so far. So continue to follow, like, and subscribe. So today
do
we're
all
gonna talk.
that.
Today we're gonna talk about beep boop 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 technology.
Really?
I don't know.
Beep beep boop
Uh,
bop boop beep.
beep beep bop boop boop bop.
Today
If you
we're
know
talking
that,
about
if
technology.
you know that reference, put it in the comments. If
Yeah,
you
if
know
you
that
do know that
reference,
reference.
and
Yeah.
you're a real one if you know that shit.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, today we're talking about the effects of technology, specifically now with AI being one of the biggest advances in technology today. Everybody's using them, businesses, people,
We fucking use it
schools.
for this fucking podcast.
We use it for this podcast.
Literally.
Um, yeah. So that's how we want to roll today with some AI talk and just technology in general and how it affects human life. And give me a general synopsis of what you think, Eric. Like in your opinion, what good and what bad have you seen so far? Don't take it too far, obviously, but like what do you think?
It's got its pros and its cons as a whole. Technology is great for
Okay,
connecting with friends and family you haven't seen in a while, finding
absolutely.
old friends that you haven't seen in a while, whatever. And that's great. Communication, gaming, all great shit.
Hmm.
But there's also cons, lack of attention span, distracted driving, cyberbullying, and all that stuff. And that's some serious issues because someone every day is getting fucking punked on through texting because someone wants to be all big and mighty behind a screen. And then you
Yep.
got people unfortunately hurting themselves, or killing others when they're, you know, I mean, I'm not perfect. I text too, but I try to use card play as much as possible. And I tell the car to text or call, whatever.
Yeah, or
Um,
Siri or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. But that's just my thought. It's great and it's bad
Yeah. I would agree. I would say the same thing. There's a balance. There's the good and then there's the evil. The good, that technology with technology we're able to advance in many other things because processing time is quicker. Um, Technology is cool. There's, things like video games, things like, you know, helping handicapped people walk again or you be able to use a limb or
Yeah,
advancements in medical or
for
even
sure.
um, just any type of research, whether it's medical,
Well, speak.
historical,
Well, let's just jump right
things like
into it.
that.
The let's just jump right into it then, because the first topic here is healthcare,
Yeah,
and I agree completely what you just said. Like the advances in medical ability, like you can laser eye surgery, you can fucking get implants to hear again.
yeah,
Get your fucking limb cut off. You got a fucking another one. Not
dude.
like a new like a not like a real,
Right.
but like back in the day. Think about just military, right? Oh, military advances. They got laser beams coming out of fucking battleships now, apparently, and shit.
It's fucking crazy.
Right? And it's like, at one point, the atomic bomb was like the biggest thing. That's fucking nothing compared to what we have now. Um, but speaking of medically though, like the medics who take care of and the doctors who take care of the wounded soldiers, they are way more better equipped today than they were back in the day. Like the Civil War or Revolutionary War and shit, you got fucking problem with your leg. They take a saw and just go at it, and you're
They just
awake,
go at it. Yeah.
the whole damn time. Maybe they're letting you drink alcohol and maybe get drunk and not feel it, but you're feeling that. Now they got like
I
proper
don't care
proper
how
medical.
drunk you are, you're fucking
Fuck
feeling
that.
that shit.
Fuck that.
You're fucking feeling that shit.
Fuck that.
But yeah, what we have here, faster diagnosis, 100%. Um, Personalized medicine, awesome, because not everyone's the same. Not
Mm-mm.
everyone's the same. Robotic surgeries, dude, robotic surgeries is the fucking future. There is, I want to say I saw an article before I totally get off topic, but just a little tangent. I saw an article that the CEO of BlackRock recently invested in the stock market in this company that is big on robotic surgeries. So we're that tells you something.
No, for sure.
This guy knows something is happening or he's seeing something. He put a lot of money into it. We're gonna see something with robotic surgeries coming soon.
Yeah.
AI, everything, but in specifically in medicine, in healthcare, AI powered drug discovery, right? And then improvements in patient monitoring. So like if a patient is sick, you have all these fucking attachments, and it'll tell you every little thing about your body and what's going on, and
Yeah.
you know, um,
Well, even look at something as simple at home. It's kind of pricey, but if you got one, an Aura ring. My girlfriend
I
has
love that
one.
thing.
My girlfriend has one and it reads her heart rate, oxygen level, and for girls like their cycle, stress. It does all that just from a fucking ring. I
Yep.
know I Apple watches they can do the same thing. They can sense that shit, whatever, and I think it's great. That way, people can have like literally like right now. This is what I'm at. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Again, there's awesome things, especially in the healthcare industry, with technological advancements that will help us further um, how we see health and medicine. And it is definitely going to prolong life.
Look at it this way: remember, obviously don't remember because we weren't alive at this point, but ever hear like, oh, way back when say the Wild West,
Yeah.
life expectancy 21 years old, 25 years old. Like that's the average age people were dying. Now you got today, it's like I think the average is 88 or 80, 85 or something
I
like
think it's
that.
75, or maybe it's gone up. Let's use AI to find out.
Hey, all right.
Allen Iverson,
It's all about
what
the practice, my
is
guy,
the average life expect? How do you spell expectancy? Got it. Okay. The average life expectancy worldwide is currently about 73 to 74 years old.
Oh, I gassed that one up. I wasn't even close.
United States is 76.
Hmm.
Japan is among the highest, 84 to 85.
Maybe that's the one I
My
saw. I don't
grandpa,
know, but
my grandpa just turned 83 a few days ago. Awesome. Um, it's really what you eat, your lifestyle.
for
Um,
sure.
Obviously you can't control accidents. Accidents happen. People die from accidents all the time. Um, and that's it. That's part of life, right? Like car accidents, people die because of, unfortunately, other people. There was just a mass shooting in Minnesota recently. Um, Prayers to those people affected and those who passed. Um, there's things like hunger. People die from hunger all the time. Homelessness, drug abuse,
Yeah, it's
drug
definitely
overdose. It's
definitely
it's
a
a number of things.
yeah, it's a number of things, um, and it's tough because life throws you curveballs, and sometimes you hit them out of the park, and sometimes you swing and miss. We've all
Yep.
been there, you know. But one thing that's really good, I feel like, is employment. If you're able to work, regardless of what your job is, it gives you purpose. It gives you a structure, right? So pulls you away from some of the negative things. Plus, financial stress sucks. So if you're working, you're making some money, you tend to be a little happier. But speaking of work, when it comes to tech, do you believe AI is taking jobs, helping people with jobs? Like, what do you think? Or some industries now rising because AI is rising?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think people need to realize that I'm very, I wouldn't say very, okay. I'm pro AI, if that makes sense. I like it a lot, but I can see where it can take jobs away, right? But people need to understand, with AI being still so early, you need to learn it and leverage it for your own advantage. Because if you're worried that AI is going to take your job, you might be right. But why not learn it and leverage your skill in AI to get something, a better paying job, or create something of your own? Nobody is dumb enough. Nobody's dumb enough to not do, like, to not learn, right? Everybody has the capability to learn that skill of AI and use it for their own good, for their own advantage. Um, and it's still early. It's way early. So to answer your question, yes, AI is taking jobs. No, is it detrimental to the workforce? No. Can it help? Can AI help with jobs? For sure. It will help with a lot of different businesses. It will cut costs for a lot of businesses because right now AI is, I'm pretty sure it's cheap to even learn and to make a an AI model of your own, for your own advantage, for your own business, for whatever. So that's my
Yeah, for
take.
me, For me, I agree with you. Is that people all need to have the ability to learn and adapt to the situation. Like you said, adjust how you do your job. Learn whatever's about to take your job, so you can then be the one controlling what it is. And obviously,
Yeah.
AI is AI. No one can fully control it. It's stronger and smarter than a lot of people. Um, but the way I adjusted and adapted was, all right, well, if everyone's going tech and AI is taking jobs from people in regards to like, mundane work, like data entry and things like that, AI will handle that for you. You don't need a person. And companies will take that route because people cost too much. Healthcare, um, their paychecks. With people working, you might have to keep the lights on longer, the utility bills of your business, whatever, right? AI doesn't have to do any of that. It's a fucking computer. So I adapted in a way, and I went to blue collar work. I feel like the trades are, I feel like, are less and less today than they ever were. So
They are.
being able to be proficient and a professional at this whatever trade you pick gives you that value, so you can charge what the fuck you want. You know, why do you think plumbers charge so much? You gonna find someone else to do it? Oh,
Good luck
just me.
finding someone else.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah.
that's the benefit of this, is because if you adapt and learn and do what you have to do to stay ahead of the curve or just dodge it, you'll be fine. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. AI
but
is not
yeah,
going to take any trade jobs.
no,
They're not.
it's too early. It's too early. You know, it's still in development. It's gonna get better. So at least for our
Yeah.
lifetime, we'll be all right. Um,
Yeah. Maybe
but when
maybe
you,
by 73, 76,
yeah, right.
they'll take our jobs or something.
But
I don't know.
we both talked about something that it actually relates to the next topic, is educating yourself, having the ability to learn. Now, AI and internet, I mean, we use it to fact check ourselves on this podcast, and I'm sure a lot of people use it to look something up or fact check themselves. Back then, way back when, you had to fucking go to the library, pick out a book, find it if it's in there. If it ain't, go pick out another book. Too much time. Now, at the palm of our hands, we can find out anything and everything we ever want to know. That's a huge plus. Now, with that technology and having that thing in the palm of your hand, social media, I think, is a problem sometimes, and it's a great tool. But you can learn a lot on social media, but you also can just get like that brain rot and just be completely, gone into the phone. That leads
Yeah.
to, I believe, bad attention spans. And like I mentioned earlier, the texting and driving, people care too much what's on their feed and who's texting me now. Pay attention to the road. And I think I sent you a video on Instagram. That one chick, she literally was driving and then did this. No hands on the wheel. Like, Jesus, take the wheel. And she found a mailbox.
Yeah.
And she's like freaking out, like, what the hell happened? Like, bitch, pay attention.
Yeah.
So that's my pros and cons, I think, when it comes to technology in education from various platforms, like school or social media, whatever. That's just my
Yeah.
take.
Um, yeah, I mean, what we have here, there's pros and there's cons to everything. Again, especially in the education portion of it, like you said, it can help with research. It can help, um, you know, mitigate grammar, right? If you want, like, if you wrote a paper and you're like, oh, can you
Spell check
touch
it.
up this paper, spell check it, whatever. Um, Now, I mean, it could be used for, I guess, laziness, if you want to call it, for education. Like kids can go on here and just have AI write a whole essay. I wish I had AI to write me a whole essay,
I don't,
but
bro, because I feel like we're smarter because we had to figure it out.
yeah,
Kids today, they just want to be TikTok famous, and I'm not saying all of them. Not all of them. There's plenty of kids with aspirations and life goals that they want to have, and they achieve them, and that's awesome. But I feel like the
Yeah.
majority is just lost in the phone and just care about the TikTok views and stuff like that. Like, to me, it just breeds lack of work ethic, bad attention spans, and honestly, like a false sense of reality.
Yeah. Well, even here, we talking about like you said, over reliance on it, um, and loss of critical thinking if the students lean on it too much.
Mm-hmm.
So 100%. But again, pros on it, personalized learning paths. Uh AI, you can definitely use AI as a tutor if you're not understanding. Like leverage it. Like don't let it tell you the answer, but let it teach you. That's awesome. Um, language learning. I actually used ChatGPT to teach me some Italian, and I learned some words, and it was pretty cool. Um, so again, you'll see the current theme of this episode of technology. There's good, and then there's the bad. Um, and with that being said, it's like, all right, so there's education portion of it, but what about just life? Like how is that gonna affect your daily living? Like what are the pros and cons of that, right? I'll start it off. Pro could be just having um things done for you. Um, so your life is more efficient. For example, we have technology today that you can order your groceries online, right? And someone will go get it for you and bring it to your door. It's not AI technically, but it's just an advancement in technology that we didn't have, what, not even 6 years ago. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, the efficiency of living is definitely better with technology. I don't have this, but I know you do. Alexa, turn on my lights. Alexa, turn off my lights. Right?
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit easier, definitely a little more efficient. Um, but it's like at the same
I talk
time,
to her all the time.
I mean, I use Siri all the time, Siri, uh, and it helps me a lot too.
Yeah.
Um, but I think the common theme here too is the fact that if you use it correctly, it's going to be more beneficial than negative 100% of the time.
Yeah.
It's when it's done incorrectly, like I mentioned earlier, like cyberbullying that fucks up your mental health.
Yeah.
Then it's a weapon. Then it's a negative aspect, um, which is the next topic, mental health. And it's like, plus the self esteem I think is worse today than ever, right? You see Instagram models, you see, oh, male or female doesn't matter. It's like, oh, that's what I have to look like to be attractive or whatever, and that's not necessarily the case. I mean, beauty comes from within. That's first,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a shame that people use that as a platform to bully people and make them feel lesser than they really are. And every human being in this world deserves to know that they're the best thing ever, right? It doesn't sound, it's not selfish. It's not, me, but you are the best thing ever. You're so unique in various ways. And no, like you said, no two people are exactly the same, right?
Yeah.
But you got mean people who attack the differences and the negatives, whether it's your weight, whether it's how you look, your hair, whatever. Um, it definitely brings people down and it makes them feel worse, and then it just snowballs because it's always in your
Yeah.
face because of the phone. Um, but like I said, use technology the right way, and it's great. But
Yeah.
that's just that.
Speaking of, and before we touch more on the mental health side of it, but like just with like your lifestyle and daily living, um, I use I don't realize that I use AI so much. Just not we're not talking about just ChatGPT because like Siri and Alexa, they came before that. You know, that's technically AI. We've had that for a while now. We just didn't realize it as AI.
Hmm.
Um, even like I don't know if people will know this, but like the little paperclip dude on that Microsoft,
Oh yeah,
technically that's like early AI because
yeah.
it was like I don't know, Clippy, I think it was called. But
I remember that.
again,
Shit's hilarious. Yeah.
there's good in it. Like for example, I got my lights hooked up to Alexa, right? I can tell her right now to turn them off, and I'll do it right now just to show the viewers how easy it is. Like hands off, right? And I'll tell her, Alexa, turn off all my lights. Alexa, turn on all my lights. And
That's
simple
it.
as that. Like I'm like sometimes running out of the house, and I have a bunch of crap in my head.
Screaming.
I'm screaming out the door, "Hey Alexa, blah 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 blah," you know,
Yeah.
and I see the lights go off, and I'm out the door. So it's like it's cool to have because it's like you can multitask, right?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and a lot of people have this multitask skill, because nowadays most people have ADD, and when you have this attention deficit disorder, you tend to think a lot more and like a lot more and a lot of different things at the same time. So it's just like it's kind of a superpower to some if you can control it. Um, and that's one of those things that I do. I'm like doing one thing over here, I'm doing another thing, I'm running out the door, and I'm telling my AI to turn off my lights, and I'm just it's cool. It's really cool. The cons,
Yeah.
well, what do you think about the cons in a lifestyle? I would say we wrote down here um less privacy, right? We wrote just the
Well,
dependency on AI, maybe
right. I
making you
mean,
less, making you lazy and less willing to learn something versus just looking it up on AI.
yeah. No, I completely agree. Um, Another thing about lifestyle and AI and all that. You ever talk about something and then whatever that is pops up on your phone like the next day?
Yeah.
Like you'd be talking about
Every
some stupid shit like for example, one time I think it was me and you or whoever I was
it's like
talking about.
it's every
You know,
day
like
that happens. It's every day.
like you have a dog and you put that vest on your dog, like it says like it looks like a tactical vest. I remember saying
Yeah.
that to someone like that's so cool. Like if I ever had a dog, I'll get one. And a couple days later on my Instagram, shop now, blah blah blah. I'm like, you know, um,
So
that's like a
I did I did figure out why that happens. Um, and Instagram was very early on this. Um, what happens is, you know, when you download Instagram, it asks you, "Can I have access to your camera?" And you click allow. And then it says, "Can
yeah.
I have access to your microphone?" You click allow. Well, in the fine print, apparently, since you're allowing access to the microphone, your microphone's on and it's listening not to your conversations, but to keywords. So if you say dog vest, that microphone will now pick up that word and it will feed you um, ads. So go purchase these
Dog vest.
dog vests. Now, I want to say that there's like a connection like between Instagram and like some companies because or Instagram and like let's say Google or whatever because you can now monetize that and be like, hey, look, we're listening to people's conversations essentially, and you want your ads to pop up on our Instagram. this is what we're gonna do. Just sign a contract here, give us some money, and we'll feed people things you're selling or just ads. Um, and that's why people are like, man, I was just talking about, you know, buying this pair of collector's scissors or this vase
Yeah.
shaped like a camel. I don't know. This lamp,
If those
this furniture.
if any of these things pop up on either of our Instagrams, we'll post it on the Amibro Instagram. Like, see what we mean.
Yeah.
That'd be funny as fuck. But yeah,
So,
but
so what
technology
about
is
video
also
games?
well. I was going to get to that, which is creativity in art.
Hmm.
The graphic designers and all those people who get put into the making of a video game, not just the story but the visuals, beautifully done. Now you watch you even
Hmm.
basic sport games. Remember Matt? Like look at Madden way back when it was like all pixelated and dog shit.
Holy
I mean,
crap.
and then today it literally looks like you're watching a game, but playing it.
Yeah.
I remember playing MLB The Show, and my mom walked in and she was like, "Oh, the Yankees playing right now?" I'm like, "Oh no, that's the video game." She goes, "Oh," and then walks out. but
Yeah.
that's how, and that was like 5 6 years ago. So um, so imagine it now. Like it's just insane how graphics are just almost perfect when it comes to that. But not even just like realistic games. You think of like, you know, Assassin's Creed or like The Last of Us. You know, these story games with amazing scenery and stuff. Like, it's great. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Um, although some people get hooked onto it and get mad when when they're not winning. It
Yeah,
is
who
it
the
is a
fuck does that?
yeah, 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 right. 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 But what's it called? It could be an addictive thing to be on, but
Mm-hmm.
also it can be something to release like your day. Like, oh, you had a stressful day. I just wanna do something that's not work related. Boom, hop on the game.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
but yeah,
John touched on the negative side of gaming, and referring to myself, yes, I have had some temper tantrums over it. But I worked on
the
that,
rage, the
and
raging Asian.
right. Um, Now I don't really do that anymore. I think I actually
I
took a
don't.
long step
Dude,
away
you don't
from
even have
video
to.
games.
You don't even have time to play video games, bro,
That too,
anymore.
that too. Like I'll play at night for like an hour, then I'm like, all right, go to bed. You know,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, if it leads you to have high blood pressure and throw things and break things and all that stuff,
Bro, it
it's
takes a
like,
toll. Takes a toll on the mental health too.
and your fucking pocket. You know, I spend so much money on new controllers.
Yeah.
But another negative I think from gaming is, like you said, like the addiction to it. I remember seeing somewhere a while back, like parents would pay for a tutor for their child on Fortnite, and I'm like, what?
What?
Not math, like not your arithmetic, like Fortnite. I couldn't believe it when I saw that on Reddit or whatever. I'm like, what?
A Fortnite
Fortnite?
tutor? What?
Yeah.
What were they expecting? What? 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 What the fuck? What the fuck are they
Don't over
expecting? Them to be like a
the
streamer
don't
and
over
fucking make.
yeah, Ninja's gonna come out and like tutor you, like.
Yeah, what the
But
hell?
like, yeah, it was just so ridiculous. Let's not waste any more time on that. But that's a tutor for Fortnite. Enough said.
Anyways,
Um, but no,
so
like
back
there's
to mental
games that
health. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
no, you're good, you're good. But there are games that really bring the beauty of technology and the ability to bring a beautiful atmosphere or whatever in a game,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
no,
love
that's
that.
true. That's true.
Like Spider Man in New York City, swinging and all that shit.
Oh my God, bro.
Like
Dude, when that game got released, I was like, bro, they fucking killed it. Like, I feel like I'm in New York City. I'm literally in New York City.
I'm
Like,
Spider
they
Man.
got it down to a
I
T.
literally felt
I,
just like Spider Man.
I'm fucking Spider-Man. I'm swinging through and the way that you swing through a city is so smooth, and
The
like
physics they
like
put in it,
the physics, bro. And like, I saw this one video that, whoa, what's happening here? I saw this one video that
mm,
basically, no, literally, I saw this one video of this guy who was playing, and he's like, he pans to the screen, right? Of like Spider-Man perched on top of a building, and then, all right, here we go again. And then he pans to the outside part of his window outside, and it's literally the same fucking spot. I was like, bro, they really put the time to fucking make everything good. I don't know. I
yeah,
thought that was so
it
cool.
was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
But
But
yeah, so next topic. I mean, you touched on it a little bit already.
a little bit,
Um,
yeah,
Mental health, how technology affects mental health, and um, I mean, there's pros and there's cons. Honestly, for the mental health side of technology and AI and all that stuff. Um, Obviously, we've seen more of the cons in life,
yeah,
right? Like you mentioned, cyberbullying, right? There's catfishing. For those who don't know, the term catfishing is when you pretend to be someone you're not online. And it's easy to fool someone or trick someone that way because you're not in front of them. And that can take a toll on somebody's mental health because you're like believing this person. Sometimes it gets romantically involved and you're head over heels with someone and they're not who they say they are. Um, that's a big toll on mental health. There's the risk of misinformation, right? Um, so and that misinformation through technology might be more detrimental than misinformation through like a news outlet, right? Because you could always hear from a news outlet and be like, ah, yeah, whatever. That guy's just fluffing up this information. I was there, wasn't that bad, or whatever. But the internet's the internet, right? Technology is meant to be perfect, right? Um, Not meant to be perfect, but we built it to be almost perfect. And sometimes it's not. And that's the harsh reality. And we have to really know that portion of technology and even AI can be wrong. There's a little
yeah.
there's a little note at the bottom of if when you go to ChatGPT and you're typing up your prompts and your questions and this and that, it'll say at the very bottom, like ChatGPT can be, let me see if I can find it. ChatGPT, all right here. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. There's your disclaimer, right? Even
It's not
AI can be
even just
wrong.
it's not even just that too. It's all the Photoshop too. Like there's news articles that are all fake, but it
Oh
looks
my
so
God, the
real.
Photoshop. Dude, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm. The new thing that's been going around is people are using AI to make videos. And these videos look fucking real. But then you notice because of like the way that people sounds kind of robotic-ish.
yeah,
Or even if there's no sound, like you can tell a little bit. But man, the more and more the software gets updated. It looks so real. It looks so real. Like
What?
today, I sent an Instagram reel to one of my best friends, and it said security camera catches footage of a crop field. So it's just a nighttime camera, and it's a crop, uh, a crop field. Um, like the movie Signs where the
Yeah,
crop
yeah,
circles, and
yeah,
so you see in the video like there's nothing. It's just invisible. But you see like the crops, they're straight and they just go like this and it forms like a little symbol because of what was there. It was
yeah,
creepy, but I'm pretty sure it was AI. Pretty sure it was AI that created that video.
yeah. One time I saw like four bunnies jumping on a trampoline. I think my girlfriend showed it to me,
Hmm.
and we're like, "That is so sick!" Like I didn't know bunnies do that. But then we're like, "That's AI. What bunny's gonna hop on a trampoline on all twos?" It's like, But it looks so
Yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah.
But
It's it's honestly, dude, it's kind of scary. It's kind of
yeah,
scary how realistic these videos are getting. Um, but I want to say if you can say, all right, we're in a technological advancement in time, I need to learn how to not be naive and think things twice when it comes to AI and technology advancements. Do my research,
yeah,
look things up. If I can't, just fucking forget it. Don't put a bold claim on it, just let it go. So
yep.
now on to the next. Transportation. I feel like, oof, dude, technology in certain methods of transportation, or even just advancements in like road technology, air and space, rail. Um, there's
I
robots
mean, think
building
about this.
railroads right now.
Think about this, right? Way back when, wood and steel. And that was it for a train
What
track.
and steel?
Now they have like these like magnetic field trains, like the bullet train. It was a movie, but they have trains like that in Japan. I think that goes super fucking fast. You can get from wherever to Tokyo in like under an hour,
A few hours, yeah.
like a few
When it
hours. Yeah,
normally would
like
take like
what?
6 hours or something by car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and it's just like wow, like the advancements in just mechanics is just crazy. Who would have thunk
yeah,
that like electric vehicles even is such a normal thing now. People don't even think twice about it. And you know, I always said to this as like just bullshit in conversation. I'm like, I feel like one day, like I'm gonna live to the point where there's like hover cars, whenever, right? Maybe not, but it's just at some point it's just gonna just get better and better and safer and safer. With the blindside detection, the cameras, the sensors, the beeping, and I mean, you have a Tesla, bro. Like the amount of blind spots that you're covered with, like what 7 or 8 cameras around the car, like that's awesome. So as far as transportation goes, I think there's more positives than negatives. The only negative is not really transportation itself; it's the lack of focus when driving. But that's because of a
yeah,
numerous amount of reasons.
yeah. No, of course. I mean, even with, like you said, with driving, like me, like you said, I have a Tesla, bro. The car drives by itself. When I would, I would have never thought I would be in an era where I let my car drive by itself. Like literally, I press one. I have the directions of the place I'm going to. I press another button and I go like this. Not like this, literally, but I go hands off the wheel. Um, the only requirement I have to do is make sure I look forward and be ready to grab the wheel or brake. on the brakes at any point in time. But other than
I
that,
was
it'll
just
fucking
thinking,
drive by itself. It's crazy.
I was thinking that about that time when we drove back from New York. You're like, latest is,
Oh my God. Oh my
but
God. Yeah. So quick story. Um, Eric, me, my brother, we went out in New York and we were all drinking, right? But then I ended up like drinking less so we can drive home. And I was so enamored about about the technology in his car. I was like, I've never seen this before. Bro, this was like not even like 6, 7 years ago. And I'm like, dude, it's like the car will drift off, but it'll adjust itself to the lane, aka lane assist. And I'm letting it do its thing. Of course, I don't see a cop. The cop sees me swerving pretty much because of the lane assist. And I get pulled over. I'm shitting
well,
bricks.
not swerving,
I'm just
not
like, yeah,
swerving, but like just as a visual, think of like when you go bowling, you put the gutters up. So John was bouncing between the lanes because it was keeping us in the lane. Um,
yeah,
so it wasn't like it wasn't swerving, but yeah, we got pulled over, and I remember not even like a minute before it happened, I said to John, I'm like, "Bro, you're playing way too much. Like we're gonna get fucking pulled over." And then the fucking lights turn on, and I'm sitting there, and I look at him like, "Bro." But we got
yeah.
let
And we
off with
get
a
pulled
warning,
over.
and the people were super. The cops are so chill, and but yeah,
Yeah.
we got out of that one. Don't drink and
Thank
drive, by the way.
God, man.
Don't do that. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
because I was cooked. If they,
Dude, you're so scared.
dude, I was gonna be
I remember
cooked. Yeah.
you turn the
Don't drink
car
and
up, you
drive.
put the keys on the dashboard, you put your hands out the window. You're doing the most.
No, okay, don't fucking exaggerate. I turned off the car and put the keys on the dash because that's respectful. But I didn't fucking put my hands out the window. What the fuck?
No, I know.
I had my hands
I
on the
made that
wheel.
up. That shit was
I'm like,
hilarious.
how do
Anyway,
you do, officer?
yeah.
Oh boy. But anyways, yeah. So self-driving cars, um, bots building tracks, building roads. Dude, there, bro, hold on. Speaking of
What?
transportation, United Airlines, they're building jets that
That are
will,
clear.
commercial jets. What? No. They're
Oh,
going
I
to
saw one
have
where
a
they were
jet
like,
that'll fly. What?
sorry, but I saw one that said that United is building planes that are like clear. You can see through everything,
I
almost
don't think
like
so.
you're flying. That was probably AI. Never mind.
Maybe.
Continue.
No, but United is building a plane that could go from London to New York in under like 2 or 3 hours, which
That's
is
pretty
fucking
sick.
insane.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up. Um, but that's so sick. And we're close to it because um I think they said 2027,
Mm.
something like that. But obviously it's gonna be a expensive ass fucking flight to do that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's a supersonic jet and it goes, holy shit, it goes at the speed of 1,300 miles per hour. And it says the jet that will fly you from New York to London in less than 4 hours. What the fuck? United Airlines has
What's gonna
announced
happen?
that it will buy 15 supersonic planes that can hit speeds of 1,300 miles an hour and slash the time it takes to fly. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy. But how many passengers can you put on there? I have so many questions, you know?
Yeah.
Planes will fly
I
twice the
mean,
speed of current passenger jets. Expected to be rolled out in 2025. Not true. Take flight in 2026. Oh, and start carrying passengers in 2029. Oh, interesting. I guess it is happening.
hmm,
Hmm. What do you think about that? Would you take a flight like that under
I
three and
don't
a half
know.
hours?
It's. I mean, my thought is this: like, you can be
Bro,
in your
I feel like
seat like
fucking
this,
Tom Cruise and
and then you
fucking
take off, and
Top Gun.
you're like, right, your face is
Well,
fucking
I'm
getting
sure
pulled
they'll
back.
I'm sure they'll have technology to stabilize you in the plane,
The faster you're
Because
going,
I
the
feel like,
harder the crash is gonna be.
well, at that point,
Oh shit! You didn't think of that, did you?
no,
Like,
I mean, I've definitely thought of like the risks. But like at that
and
point,
fuck
like
no,
if
I'm
I'm
not
going
getting
that
it. Like,
fast,
and
and
I'm not going on that. It's too new.
why not?
It's too
Well,
new.
yeah, but
Let them
like
work out the bugs first.
let it
God
take a
forbid,
thousand flights and
but
then I'll get on it.
maybe,
The
maybe.
1001 flight that you take, you're like, yeah, let it take 1,000 flights and then I'll get on. And it's like, okay, flight
Yeah,
one
right.
1001 and fucking something happens.
Yeah, be like Kobe.
Yeah,
Well, pause.
too soon.
But,
Too soon, too soon.
um, but same thing with the stupid submarine. Oh, we got a submarine that can go down X amount of miles. I don't remember. And the thing fucking collapsed in on itself, and everyone died. Fuck no, I'm not getting on that shit.
Yeah, that was poorly
It's
built.
too. It's people. I guess pushing the boundaries when it comes to aviation or naval shit or even land, like cars, bikes, etc. It's great to push the boundaries, but
Yeah.
weigh in the risk too. It's like, okay, this plane goes 1,300 miles per hour. It just came out. I'm gonna go on the first flight. Like, yeah, no, I'm good.
People
I'm
get
good.
hyped for that type of shit.
I don't even trust the self-driving Teslas. I would never do that. I like having control behind the
It's
wheel.
not that
I'm not
bad.
trusting. For me, I just couldn't.
No, like, it's not that bad. But you know what they do have that is fully self-drive that you cannot touch? It is called a Waymo, and it's in San Francisco. I don't know if they have it in where you're at, but it's
I never heard
called
of it.
Waymo, and it's a self-driving car right here. Waymo, self-driving autonomous car. Um, let's use
Well,
AI.
even Amazon, UPS, and stuff, they have self-driving delivery.
How does that work? Who the fuck delivered it to the door?
I have no idea, but I think I saw somewhere that they have self-driving delivery things. That's probably AI as well. God
What's
damn it.
Waymo? So what's Waymo? Waymo, formerly the Google self-driving car project, um, dedicated to developing fully autonomous driving. Its mission is to make it safe, easy, and sustainable for people and things to get around. I assume that they use electric cars because this looks pretty electric. What kind of even I don't even know what kind of car this is. I think it's their own kind of car actually. And this is to get around without anyone in the driver's seat. Interesting. It's basically a robo-taxi. Robo-taxis.
Hmm.
It's another thing of the future, another thing about technology. Like, what else? You know what I mean?
Now I was just thinking about
Um,
the earliest example I can think of like a self-moving thing is the fucking round thing that cleans your floors.
oh,
The robot, the cleaning robot.
yes,
Whatever it's
the
called. But
Roomba.
that's the first, the Roomba. That was the
I mean,
first automated,
that's the name of the company, but like
first
robot
automated
assistant.
moving thing. Yeah, I think.
One of the first for sure.
But
I
up
have one.
next, we
It's not like
have.
Roomba brand, but it helps. It definitely helps.
Damn, bro, you
So
need a
what's next?
haircut.
What we got on the list? Oh yeah, I'm getting one next week. It's been
Are you
almost a
growing it out?
month actually. Nah,
Are you growing it out
I
or
just
not?
haven't. No, no, no. I just haven't
You
cut
want
it.
both?
But
You want to grow mullets together?
no.
Damn, I'm gonna try to grow mine back out. But the next one is creativity and art. We talked about that with gaming. Um, Business and economy is kind of similar to jobs. I think I don't want to double down on the same thing twice. The big one I really want to talk about. Well,
Well,
there's two of them.
okay.
Security and privacy. Now we touched on it with them like listening to you and giving you ads and whatnot. But people can identity
Yeah.
fraud you. People can steal
Mm-hmm.
your bank information. People get hacked. You ever seen the movie Beekeeper with Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Hackers like took this old lady and convinced her to
Terrible
trust him and then
movie,
took
by
all
the
her
way.
fucking money. I thought it was good. It's a Jason Statham
The
movie. It's just gonna
acting
be
was
action.
the acting was shit.
You
the
watch it for
action was
acting.
shit. The acting was shit. The story was good. And there's gonna be a Beekeeper too.
Is it
I don't
really?
know,
I get.
whatever.
I mean, the female
Yeah.
FBI agent was like
And you know what? I'm gonna go
cringy.
watch it, so it's like whatever.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna probably see it
it
too.
was
But anyway,
cringy.
that shit happens all the time though, and people unfortunately target the naive, which is the young, or the vulnerable, which is the old. And plus, they don't understand technology like the rest of us, so they fall for the trick and they get robbed. Um, like I said, identity fraud and all that stuff. Like when it comes to your security and privacy, I think that's probably the bigger risky side of AI and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? It's not even AI that's gonna take advantage of you, it's other people using AI to take advantage of you. Um,
Yeah, but the AI gives them the
because
tool to do so.
exactly, and shit is so fucking real, like we were talking before. Like these videos, everything can be fabricated so much more easily with AI. And it's definitely scary, especially with dealing with security and privacy. Um, I
Do
mean,
you do you always share your passwords when you like have apps or emails and things like
what do
that?
you
Like
mean?
remember my password or a face ID. So I feel like you
Yeah,
giving all that
because it's
information,
easier.
it is efficient and easier.
Well,
But
the good thing
like, what do
is
you think?
that it's really only Apple that I do that with. Like Apple, they have my face biometrics, they have my fingerprint biometrics,
Fingerprint.
um, and they they have all that information, but like at the same time, they have it in their policy that privacy is their biggest thing. So they really can't give away your information per se
Yeah, that's true.
because they pretty much signed a contract with you saying like, "Hey, we're going to protect your information." They even got in a legal dispute where I think there was a terrorist that had information on his iPhone and the FBI wanted to tap in on it. And they wanted to try to try to bypass it without, you know, trying to attempt a password attempt or whatever it was. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Apple was like, we can't. We we are privacy. Like we will. I know this is
But here's the thing:
terrorist, but
when
we
it
can't
comes to
do
something
anything.
like that, I feel like if it comes to something like that, that it can save people's lives, I think they should give it up.
Well, it wasn't.
Like if
saving
there's
any.
hardcore proof, like someone's threatening this, blah blah blah
Mhm.
blah. We have the proof of that he's doing this, bank account information or transaction and shit. I feel like if giving up a little privacy to prevent something bad to happen, I think that should be okay.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. It's very a very sticky kind of situation when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because like you could say the same thing. It was like, oh, we know this guy did it. We just don't have the proof. But the proof is in that phone. Well, what if you got the wrong guy and you invaded someone's privacy
Yeah.
and embarrassed them? It's all this
This
what
reminds
ifs,
me of that
bro.
movie. It reminds me of that movie from Tom Cruise way, way back. Minority Report.
Oh, I know. Minority Report.
Remember that?
Fire.
They fucking were able to look in the
Yeah.
future and then they can go stop a crime before it happens. Great movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. That kind of made me think of that. The one topic on this list that I need a little more clarification on was the human identity and society. Is that like social media? Is that what that means?
Um, I guess it so it's like I guess how technology and AI could affect society, right?
Hmm.
Um, and how we're so easily sucked into something like technology and artificial intelligence. Um, right. So one of the things is just over reliance on it. Um, we use sometimes AI to define what like let's say a culture is versus actually asking people what their culture is. Like
Hmm.
maybe AI has the wrong idea of what a specific group of individuals are.
Yeah,
Um,
because it generalizes it,
yeah, and like
kind of.
what
Yeah,
ChatGPT even said at the bottom of this if it's search. ChatGPT can be wrong sometimes. Please check your information. It could like AI can fuel misinformation and people just bank on that and just
yeah,
ride that wave of information and swear that it's true when it could be untrue. Um, but
makes sense.
it does help people it does help people connect um on a global standpoint. Uh,
All right,
especially connecting bridges between language barriers, right? Like let's say Eric, let's say you spoke French, right? And I spoke Spanish, right? We
you
have
do speak
technology
Spanish.
now. I do speak Spanish. We have technology now that I can spit in what I'm saying to you and it'll spit it out in French or whatever other language that you're speaking.
Yeah,
But um so
even
those are the
even
pros, some of the pros to it.
another thing I do like
Even
about
FaceTime,
that
dude.
is if you, well, yeah, well, what we're doing now, even like being able to record a
Hits this
podcast
exact.
without he's on, like, John's on the East Coast, I'm on the West. We're not near each other at all, and we're able to do this because of
We're nowhere
technology.
near. We
Um,
are nowhere near
yeah,
each
another
other.
cool thing, not even close. Um, but another cool thing about technology I like too is even if you're visiting somewhere new that you've never been to, it will tell you current events happening right now in your area because it has your location. What the weather
Hmm.
fucking is wherever you are, right? I may have never been to I don't know, Madagascar. And if I'm
Alaska.
there, my phone will automatically.
Yeah, whatever.
I've been in Alaska.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it's
yeah. I
just cool
forgot.
the way the way it helps you in a lot of things. The Other topic last. Well, I have an idea at the end. I didn't run by you yet, but we're just gonna do it. It could be like a fun
Ooh, a surprise.
connection to this whole surprise. But on the list, the last one is sports, technology and sports. We love baseball, right? I'm just gonna bring it up. The shot clock or the pitch
Ah,
clock, the
yeah.
automatic strike zone that they're trying out in the minors right now, like the no umpire, like
Hmm.
it's whatever, however they do it.
Yeah.
Um,
The robo
play
they call it the
challenge,
robo umpire.
the play challenging. Let's just stick to those
Hmm.
three. Yay or nay?
Which one? All of them?
All three. Yeah, like how do you feel about the pitch clock? How do you
Okay.
feel about the automated strike zone, and then the whatever the other one I said, I forgot. The replays, the
Okay. I used to
challenges.
be a big hater. I used to be a big hater of the pitch clock, but I'm not anymore. I will say, if I were to adjust it, I would give players more time. The reason being is as a pitcher, and I'm not a pitcher, but I know well enough because I've played the sport, I still play the sport, that pitching is very detrimental to your arm, to your shoulder, to your elbow. Now, if you're rushing me to pitch, that means I have more chances to mess up my arm or overexert my
Mm-hmm.
arm, and that could fuck up my career, right? My career is I'm a Major
Yeah,
League Baseball player. I make money playing baseball. If you're trying to rush me to pitch a ball
yeah.
going 95 plus miles an hour, that means I have to put a lot of force in my arm to do that, to throw a ball. And you're rushing me,
Well, I think the clock. I
that's gonna
think the
fuck me
clock
up.
turns off when the clock turns off when you start your motion, your wind up from the stretch, or when no one's on. It doesn't have to cross the plate before
Right.
zero. So you can
Yeah, but
take
you
the
get, I
35 seconds,
think,
I think it is.
no, you get from when the batter has to be ready to, the batter gets timed. And I think it's 30 seconds or something like that. But yeah, you get as soon as the batter looks at you, your clock starts. And I think it's like tw you get 12 seconds to throw a pitch.
Mhm.
At least, I don't know, give the players
Well,
5 to 10 more seconds.
12 seconds, just, it's 12 seconds or whatever to start your motion. So all your
Yeah.
mechanics to throw the ball will still be the same. I don't like it because I feel like it takes away the strategy from baseball. Holding it longer, messing with the base runner's timing if you want to pick off, you know.
Hmm.
I mean, the whole point of this was to speed up the game, but I don't think
Yeah.
baseball is a game that's meant to be speed up. That's sped up. That's why there's no shot clock. There's no, well, not shot clock. There's no like fourth quarter, second quarter, whatever. The game ends when it ends. It could be 9 innings. It could be fucking 20 innings, and that's the beauty of the sport. And I think
Right.
the adjustments to it are making it cater to the younger generations where they want immediate gratification. They want things fast. They want it now.
Hmm.
They don't want to wait. Um, like extra innings with the base runner on second. Like I get it. Why I understand why. I'm not personally a big fan of that.
Right.
The other one I asked
What were the other
was
two you said?
the instant
Robo
replays
umps, right?
and the automatic strike zones. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'll start with the instant replay. I do and I don't like it. And the reason I say that is because I did see this video on this kid talking about it. And I was like, man, that makes a lot more sense. I really agree with that. You kind of
Mm-hmm.
need a little bit of like fuck up to make games so memorable, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
so intense to watch.
Yeah.
For example, the one Detroit pitcher, Galarraza, he threw a perfect game,
Perfect game.
and even in or either no, it was a perfect game or a no hitter, and
It's a perfect
even
game.
instant, it was a perfect game. Even
Yeah.
replay was showed that it was that the
The
guy was
batter was
out,
out by like 3 steps.
and yeah, and the umpire for whatever reason called him safe. Um, and everyone was
I
so
couldn't believe it
shocked.
when I
Everyone
saw
was
that.
so shocked. It was clear. It was clear as day that he was out, and that amazing feat, throwing a no hitter, is one of the toughest things to do in baseball.
Perfect game.
Perfect game, sorry,
Yeah.
and it was taken away because the umpire messed up. Now,
Mistake.
if that happened t in today's game, um, they would just go for instant replay.
That would have been
They'll wait for
changed.
New York, which yeah, they'll wait for New York,
Caucus.
and they say New York because that's where the instant replays are reviewed. It's in a place in New York, and they'll say, yeah, that guy was totally out. Game over, perfect game awarded, and this pitcher now has that etched into history. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of a little slippery slope for me, if you ask me.
I
And then as
like.
for robo umpires, oh, I'm sorry,
Hold
go
on a
ahead.
second. I like the instant replay. You're good. I like the instant replay. I think it's very beneficial. The thing I don't like about it is anytime someone's out, they're like, "Oh no, like check it." But then like they review the thing and then they say, "Ah, it's not worth checking," and then they don't. They have a chance to confirm or deny
Yeah,
that they want that. Um, but I think it leads to more entitlement in the game. Like everyone wants to be like, "Oh no, I was safe, dude. You're out." Like instant replay, like just accept the fact you're out and move on. Don't stand there and wait for a replay if you know you're out. You know, but I think it's great for those instances.
yeah,
Like the perfect game could have been fixed. Home runs are more clear and things like that. Um, but yeah, the automated strike zone and stuff. I haven't seen it yet because I think it's only in the minor leagues right now. They're
yeah.
testing it there, but they ask, what's the biggest rivalry in sports? Lakers, Celtics, Yankees, Red Sox. I say hitters versus umpires. The arguing, the talking shit with the umpire, that's gone
True.
if this auto strike zone happens. And I think that's such a big part of the game. It shouldn't be taken away. Like, yes, don't be a dickhead and like,
I think
if clearly you're wrong. But sometimes I go on YouTube and I
I think
like
there should
watching
be.
umpire versus coaches, and it's entertaining. It's part of the
I think maybe.
entertainment.
Yeah, I think maybe there should be a limit to where you can challenge. It's like you can't challenge every at bat, or if you challenge and you were right, you keep your challenge, but if you were wrong, you lose your challenge. So,
Yeah.
very interesting stuff we have with technology. Um, I mean,
So you want to
like
hear
we
that
said,
secret topic?
there is. Well, yeah, let me finish this thought. Like we said, even with
Oh, for sure.
sports, good, there's good where it can help, and then there's bad where it will ruin it. So, but
Yeah.
Eric, go ahead with your secret topic.
All right. After all this talk about technology, now I'm going into movies. Do you ever think a Terminator or an iRobot situation will happen? Where the machines, or Matrix even, machines and tech turn on mankind and it's a full out war.
Uh,
Do you think that'll ever happen?
maybe. We won't see it if it could, but
Oh
we
yeah,
won't
thank
see it,
God. Thank God I'm not going to see this. Yeah,
you know?
I think the possibility is there because AI, or even like Marvel, Ultron was AI that they gave a body and a shell to,
Oh, yeah.
and it tried to destroy everything. I don't
Yeah.
believe that's completely far fetched that it could happen one day, or maybe a Star Wars type thing, where space battles and lightsabers and stuff. Could that happen, or has it already
That would
happened
be
in
cool.
another dimension or galaxy? You know, but
Or it's
like,
happening now in another dimension, another universe. We don't know, you know?
yeah, that was it. That was my fun topic.
But
You know, the movies that represent evil technology. Like, is that possible?
yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's it, right?
I think that is it. Technology.
So I guess I'll close it
Beep boop
out
pop.
tonight. Beep, beep, boop, bop, boop, beep. Anyways. Well,
It's late.
we appreciate anybody and everybody who's, yeah, it's so late. We appreciate anybody and everybody who takes the time to come to our podcast, listen to it, and just have a laugh, have a cry, have a moment of, oh, that's interesting kind of moment. And we just appreciate it. I know Eric appreciates it too. Be sure
Yep.
to like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts, leave your reviews, give us a nice little kissy face emoji. Why not? We appreciate it all. And with that being said, I'm John Poppy, and this is my handsome co host, Eric, the Asian Cowboy. And we'll see you next time on the Amibros podcast. See you later, everyone.